Welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 111 with me, Sid, and this is the last episode. Don't worry, this is the last episode of my regular content before I go on holiday for 10 days. Well, handing you over to a short holiday series. Promise, short one. This one will end at the end of the holiday. This will not go on for 7 months afterwards. I'm looking at you. Yeah. Can't remember the name of the game now. The thingy with the desert and stuff. Beautiful game. Very pretty. So, we are here in GregTech, and last episode we went and completed the Minotaur Maze, and we got this rather splendiferous axe, and all the bits and pieces, trophy up there, yada yada, all good things. I just want to grab a little bit of that because... if I go, I think my leather quest is available again, which means I can just spend a little bit of the RRU detect complete. Yes, good. Just saves me murdering cows, and also I've got a lot of those coins, so you know. So this episode, I have got a number of things lined up. Now these ones here I'm going to leave. I'm going to look at this line, some of the magical stuff. And we're going to start off with an ironwood pick. So I think for that I'm going to need 1, 2, 3. Some stickage. And then we're just going to need to go and process one of those into a plate. And... that will give us an ironwood pick. Now, I don't know why I'd want an ironwood pick. I'm quite happy with my pick. It does the job. But, you know, that's not... Then give me a plate. So an ironwood pick should be that. And then we just need to go and go... In fact, let's just do it. Nah, I need the crafting bench. And yeah, I just want to try and progress some of these magical quests, because Thorncraft has always been one of my favourite mods. I suspect that might not be the case after fighting with the GregTech version of it. But yeah, it was a file and a hammer, not... That is a surprise. Okay. File, hammer. Right, so file, hammer, that, and those to make that. I need to make a new file as well. That's needs to be high on my priority list, I think. But anyway, that should complete that particular quest there. It doesn't really give us much, just some loot bags and stuff, and doesn't open anything up. That's fine, but I wasn't really going out of my way for anything specific on this. I was just marking it off, getting a bit of completionism done. We'll put you in there, and we shall pop those away. Right, that's one down. Let's steel leaf. I need, for the steel leaf quest, 9 steel leaves, and I have got 7 steel leaf. So, what I do have is I have a lot of duplicate items in these things. Obviously, I've got no leggings, strangely enough, but I have got plenty of these. Let me go take you, and we're going to macerate. I think it's macerate these. Go on, do some macerating, and that should give me some, I think, steel leaf dust, which if I put you through an alloy smelter with an ingot mold, you will give me leaves rather than ingots. It makes perfect sense. So yeah, there we go. There's 4 of those. We can grab an ingot mold, pop you in there with those, and very shortly we will have the rest of the steel leaves. Which, you know, we'll get them all, because Not entirely sure what I can. Glimmering. Oh, so you look to be made of something to do with that. You've got all the various bits. Mining level manually. Ooh. That's interesting. Fortune 2. Stupid question. Can I actually just make the head? I can, but does it get the... I don't know. I don't know. We're not worried about that. Right now we're just dealing with the basics. So that's the steel leaf quest are done. We can come over here and claim you, go back, and that can go away, and these can go away, and all good. Love questing. Love me questing in the malarkey. But that opens up night metal, which we need to go into the Dark Forest dungeon for that. So that is a thing. Now there's another one over here, which is I need some V Shrooms, and I currently have got somewhere between 0 and none. I think. Yes, none. However, I think if I hunt around through my bags, I have got a Nature's Compass. And there are 2 quests that could be forwarded by going into an enchanted forest. Primal Shrooms. Possibly some other bits and pieces off here, it's unknown. But this one, Petch. So you've heard about a forest filled with brim with magic. In that forest there is a rumour about an interesting little fellow who can trade magical artifacts, including infused metal shards. Supposedly they scour the world for gems and gold. You wonder if there's things. Note this quest accepts meeting any time of Petch. Now I'm trying to remember what it is that Petch trade. Gold and gems. I'm not going to take that many, but we can take a few of those, maybe a few of those. I'm sure that classes as a gem, and maybe just a little bit of gold, maybe. I'll take some nuggets as well, just in case they like nuggets. Rather, I haven't got many nuggets, but that's fine. I've also got gold auberry, they might take that, who knows. Right, and we shall sleep. Bonk. And then we shall find a magical forest. I think, well, let me just have a look at my journey map for starters, because I'm not sure whether I've actually even found that. I think is potentially a magical forest. But there, it's got the look of it. Purple water, it's always a dead giveaway. That looks possibly likely to be the one we need. That's Taint. That's also magical forest down there, to the same one. Right, so if I go in here and go give me magical forest, and search, $7,500 blocks that way. Wow. So that's not a magical forest, apparently. Much as I am inclined, I am a trusting soul, and I think I am going to grab my hang glider. We're going to head over to that one that looks a bit like a magical forest. Never gets old. And then we can head towards the magical forest after that. We'll have a little journey, we'll have some exploration, we'll have some fun. Although, being 1.710 GregTech lands, it's not always the most fun exploration. These they don't have the points of interest that you have in some of the more modern versions of Minecraft now. Although, on the flip side, or the good side, you don't have all of the points of interest that you have in more modern versions of Minecraft, which means that someone like me who has the attention span of a mayfly doesn't get distracted by shiny things quite so easily. So I'll see you when we get over to what is possibly a magical forest. Alright, we're just coming up on the Mystic Grove. Okay, that's fine. A magic saddle, I'll take that. Right, so we need to be heading that way. Plenty of food, and obviously we can forage on the way, so we'll just take advantage of every tool in our arsenal, and we'll get there as fast as we can, basically. I've got the hang glider, I've got the boats, in theory I've got the slime sling if I really want to have some fun. That's an entertaining way of getting around. I could also stick on my piston boots. That would save me a great deal of time and effort. And I know I ate two. I think, you know, a double eating of the odd thing will not kill me. I mean, obviously it largely reduces the fictitiousness of food if you eat more than one of or several. You know, there's so many times, and then it starts to get less filling. I mean, it's out of all the mechanics in all of the mods that make Minecraft more difficult, it's probably one of my least favourite, if I'm honest. Just because it doesn't actually make sense. That's not how food works. You don't. I mean, you know, certainly it may become less satisfying, but you know, in terms of you get bored of eating the same food all the time. But you know, if you ate jacket potatoes every night forever, the nutritional value of the potato does not decrease over time just because you're bored of it. You might hate potatoes by the end of it, but that's not the same thing, is it? Realistically. So yeah, I do as far as food mechanics go. I'm going to grab that grain garden next. I think as far as food mechanics go, I don't like it. It just doesn't stack up to me. We'll have that leafy garden as well. Just give us some things. I've got, as I say, got good food as well, but we've got a lot of distance to travel, and well, it's going to take a while, even with the extra things. I mean, it's 6,000 blocks, so that's a fair old number of chunks, and then I've got to come back, which is even worse. I wish we had some teleporters. Well, I'm sure we will have eventually, because, you know, GregTech. Probably by episode 400 or 500, maybe. I wish I was joking. But, you know, we're steadily trundling along, so we can keep on going. We've got oh no, that's a magic sapling. Let me just have a look. Where are we now? 6,000, you see. We've nearly covered half of them already. And we're going to need to sleep because the sun is going down. So yeah, that's the other thing. This kind of thing takes a lot of effort. But once we got there, we can grab some of everything if the opportunity arises, and I think what we'll do is we'll stick down our camp bed here. And we'll have a look at our map. So we are now where? We're there. So it's still going to be a long way. I wonder whether I'm better off going down and jumping in the boat, you know. Might be easier than this. But let's see. I'll I'll come back to you in a bit when either, you know, there's progress or we've got there, one of the two, or we find something interesting. A village would, for example, might be an interesting thing to find because they're always good for resources. Probably not as good as modern Minecraft villages, but right, let's boat it, I think, for a while. Just because I think that's probably easier on the food, if nothing else. I'll see you in a bit. That is a big old tree down there. I'm basically mountain hopping wherever I can. I've got the I capitulated, and I have got well, I've got the slime sling out for when I'm low down. For this one, I don't see much point of. We'll just do it. But I've also got the piston boots out to save food. Because, wow, these are, yeah, I remember. They're not quite the sacred oaks, are they? But they're big. I'm sure in the dim and distant past, I actually made a base in one of those, because I think they're hollow, as I recall. They're not the best thing for basement building because there's a lot of spawnable spots in the branches, so you walk out and you get a creeper on your head. But obviously this version of Minecraft is so old in terms of developments. The creepers didn't have that, they weren't basically fused mines that you dropped on your head. They kind of had to drop, and they didn't do the drop explode bit quite as badly as others. So yeah, we are here. That will be a dungeon down there then, I presume. Yeah, there it is. Not really seeing much else on the map. I mean, there's a few things. There's a goblin hole there and bits and pieces, but what we really need to do now, I think, is have a snooze and carry on. See you in a bit. Well, that's not good. My boat's glitched out. I mean, I can fix it with a creative thing. It's an electric boat. I'm not gonna think. I will just spawn myself one back in, just because. No, that's a whole electric boat. Thank you. However, I stopped because the reason my boat glitched out is I stopped here because we were hitting ice, and with ice there's not much point me going on, because then we're going to have to enter that forest there, so we still need to be heading kind of that direction. We're 1800 blocks away, but at least, oh damn it, I need to remember that I'm wearing those. At least if we stop here, oh, Jesus, that horse scared me off to death. We can avoid, hopefully, because I think if I remember rightly, they get angry wolves in those snowy biomes, and I'd rather not deal with angry wolves. Yeah, I like happy wolves, wolves that are pleased to see you and like a bone. That's the kind of wolf that we prefer. But there's a nice mountain there as well, so we can head up that and use the height from that to get us there, because we're 1600 blocks away now. It's not too bad. I think I've got a little bit of food on me still. Yes, I have. I was just wondering whether to get the cactus garden or not, but there really isn't much point, I don't think. Heal marble. Not sure whether there was a quest for that. Marble. No, just the marble. That one. If there is, it's not listed. Okay, that's fine. We'll not worry about it then. It's not like I'm fairly certain it's fairly common in the world. It's just because I've spotted it this time and observed it. You know, like sometimes you walk past it 700 times and it doesn't even register, and then one time you walk past it and go, oh, I've seen that before. So, yes, up the hill, onto the top, hand glider down, let's see, and we should be then getting pretty close. We're at 1500 blocks. I think we can probably shave 500 or 600 off with this flight. We'll better eat. And, well, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Oh, we got a double whammy on this one. We got a hot plains, or what we would have called, I think this would have been called a mesa in modern things. Obviously, this is a modded biome. This did not exist in 1.710. So, oh man, the magical forest is 500 blocks that way. So I'm just utilising my slime sling to get me around. I don't know whether this will be high enough. Yeah, but it will. Well, lovely. That's how you do it. One of the things I do love with all games, I mean, Vintage Story, I'm kind of been doing the similar thing, is learning tricks to optimise travel. So obviously in Vintage Story we've gone climbing picks, hang glider and raft for things, assuming you don't have the angel belt, which, you know, I do, but I don't use it for exploration. I just use it to get around fast to places I've already been. And similarly with this, you know, you can faff around, and as we progress through the pack and we get better, I mean, I know I've got the Steam Jetpack, I could be using that, but I think once we get to better jetpacks, whether it's the diesel copter, or there's a village down there, look, or the I passed several villages on the way, so, or, you know, an actual jetpack, which I think is probably many episodes away. We can, I'm just going to go onto the top of this mountain. I think that will allow me to A, map the village, and B, give me a really good launch point for the approach, because I think we must be within a couple of hundred blocks. Yes, we are. And we can see the village down there. I think that might be, I'm not sure whose house that is, but we'll find out. I'm going to raid a few of the villages on the way back, because, you know, might as well. But more importantly, we should be almost within sight of, there it is, magical forest biome. So we need Shrooms. I've got great wood, I've got silver wood, so that's okay. Oh, is that taint as well over there? Oh, it is. Oh, that's not brilliant. Okay, well, definitely not brilliant, but we need a patch. That's what and that's a spider tree. That's the other thing we've got to bear in mind is, oh, and that's, oh god, it's just full of horrendous hostiles. Is this it? This tiny little magical forest biome. That's really not going to fly, is it? He says, flying. We might not even get a patch in this biome. It might be too small. But let's have a look. Now, luckily, my mattock is actually a reasonable weapon. So if I wanted to try and do a spider tree, which I don't, but if I wanted to, it's possibly the perfect tool for the job. Don't want to go anywhere near that obelisk, that's the other problem. But I need the V-Shrooms. I think... trying to remember whether they just grow in magical forests or whether there's a was not. It's tiny. Why was it? Oh, there's one. We're down one. I need 4 for that quest. Come on, Patch. Yeah, Patchy Pet. Oh, there's a V-Shroom. Don't think that's a spider tree. There's another V-Shroom. And again, that doesn't look like it's a spidey tree. Oh, it is. Oh, damn, this is going to spawn, isn't it? Hang on, hang on. Try that. Cave spiders. Not just any old spider, we'll go with venomous ones. Because that's more fun. I need to sleep in a minute, I'm only at 44% now, come on. I'm gonna have to go, I'm gonna have to leg it, come back. What a waste of time. Alright, well, we need to hover around here for a patch. That's the thing we really want. But right now, I need to go and kill this spider spawner and see what's in his chest. Okay, we start all over again. Pain in the bum. Still, we are progressing. Just not progressing with the bits that I want, you know, the Petchy Petch and all of that stuff. That big cluster of red things on the mini-map to my left is not making me feel any less nervous because I know that they're cultists and I am not equipped to deal with cultists. I'm barely equipped to deal with a zombie. Actually no, I can deal with a zombie no problem. Cultists I could probably deal with using my crossbow, but I don't think I'd really want to put it to the test. Not this far away from home. I think I prefer to do it with cultists closer to home, you know what I mean? Yay! And in there we have got some nickel, tin, a steel helmet, manganese, a division sigil and a record. Okay, well, I'll take it. However, we still need to find one more V-Shroom. That's the... Ooh, I'd like to get those as well if I could. Let me just eat this. And one of those. And then I think, still haven't, you'd think I'd learn. Well, actually, no, you wouldn't. You know me anyway. You know I ain't going to learn. I'm going to still make the same damn mistakes. Mana bean terror. I'm not going to eat it, that would be silly. I think you can plant them though. Right, go, come on, V-Shroom, one more. One more V-shroom, you're okay. Oh god, I thought that was something attacking me then. V-shroom, I need a V-shroom. Give me a V-shroom. There, I think I see a V-shroom. Yes. Well, at least we've managed that bit of the quest. Just remember not to try and eat them. But the patch, that's kind of... I know I saw one tree that had cobwebs, and that must be the one that I tackled. Yeah, look at him. But gonna grab these shimmer leaves. Did I see another? No. While we're here, not really wood. I've got saplings for that, so I can always grow those. And I'm just looking for if there's anything else in the place other than the patch that I need. Not seeing much. I mean, I could go and have a look at that taint. What do I need for taint? Let me just... Taint warnings. Now you've... okay, that's a warning about taint, okay. Back. Pushing back the tainted ethereal bloom. Don't think I actually need to do anything with taint, do I? No, doesn't look like it. So maybe I need to scan it. I think I should have scanned it by now, though. Petch. Come on, Petch. Oh, this is so annoying. RNG based quests are the worst. Just because, you know, you've got absolutely no control over the spawning of pets. All you can do is go to a place where they're likely to be and hope. Don't want to play with you. I really don't know what else to try. I mean, we could go and see whether... I mean, it's probably going to find the one I'm in. That's the only problem. Distance 0. Yeah, I'm in it. Damn. Damn. Eat that cantaloupe. Unsure what to do about this patch quest. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think he's required for anything. He just gives me some stuff. So it's not... I don't think it's quest critical. I don't know how to progress it otherwise, and I really don't want to have come out all the way here just for some V-Shrooms if I can avoid it. Stupid pigs. I'll take it. It's all free meat, isn't it? Where would... Huh. I mean, that... Oh, where am I? I'm here. Oh, right, all the way up here, aren't I? Good grief. So I'm here. That's the taint biome. I can't see... I mean, there's a thing I think was stuffed. I think it was stuffed on this one. I either stay up here for ages in the vain hope that a patch spawns, and I do think it will be the vain hope. I don't think there's going to be any... I mean, what I could do is set myself up a little house, light it up, and then AFK and wait. I think that's about the only thing I could do, because everything else yeah, I really don't see any other option. I'll try that. I'm gonna, I don't know, let's chop down chop down a little bit of wood and we'll make a real primitive hut. Sorry. What are you doing up there? Cows are not arboreal, naturally. That should be enough, I think. Let's, in fact, what we'll do. We'll go in here, which is a nice little hole. And then we'll just use the wood. And I'll AFK for a bit and see if we hear a patch appear or not. Alright, be back in a bit. I've given up on a patch. It's not an effective use of my time waiting for a patch to spawn, so wow. So I thought we'd just raid this village, see what, if anything, there was. There's probably not much of any value. Piston we'll take. You can have that and that. No, you can have that and that. Yeah, I'm not that worried. I was like, oh, should I keep that? And then it's like, yeah, it's not. I mean, yes, yeah, but you know, chests are a bit of a pain to make, but let's see what we've got there. So let's put everything in, sort it, and I'm fairly certain I've got mighty smelting, but we'll take it. Diary of a Tinker, Richard's Brews we'll take. Brews and Infusions, Book of Biomes, Observations of an Immortal, and the Torn Pages. And apparently also the things. What's in here? This is the bee fella, isn't it? With the apiaries. Okay. I'm going to need to find some space. That'll do. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. We'll take your bee stuff because that's all good. And your scoop. We'll take the pristine. So we'll take the common as well, and the mundane larch pot. We'll take all of it. I don't know why I'm pretending like I'm, you know, going to look at this all sensibly. I'm just going to be a loot goblin. Let's be honest. This, I'm going to grab that because I'm not entirely sure what that's for. And my philosophy in life is, if you're unsure what something's for, take it. Oh, hello. Right, in through this. Make a door. Oh, it's just a Thormium, nice. Coal coke, nice. Iron springs, nice. Don't really care about anything else there. We've done you. Let's move down. What we got? smeltery down there. We'll go and grab the bricks out of that. I think we need to sleep. I'll probably come back and do some of the other villages, but I just wanted to do one at least, and this one looked like it had some interesting buildings, so just wait for the sleepy bit. And then we can go back and what are you? Mirrored glass from Thorncraft. This is a Thorncraft beekeeper. Oh, that's your pictures. Yeah, I think we'll just have that. I'm not worried about the... hello. That... I don't even remember whether this one even has chests. I think it does in later versions, but not in this one. You are empty. You are a goblin house. We might as well take the actual bricks. I'm not so worried about the basins and stuff. And then we'll check the last few houses and be on our way home, where I will see you when we get back. Don't think there's going to be much. That's all. There's a piston. We'll have the piston. We're foolish not to take the piston. And with this we can make an even bigger smeltery. I don't think we need a bigger smeltery, but we can make one, which is, you know, half the point. Anyway, let me just finish looting and I'll see you back at the base. You know, I'd forgotten how awful collision detection was on boats in Minecraft in this version. I mean, I'm hitting... I mean, this I'm fairly early on in my journey here, on my boat, this bit of the boat trip. But I was hitting objects, entities, way before. I mean, you know, I ended up out of the boat 17 feet down the thing. It is scary just how bad. Oh, this would be a shivery night, won't it? Oh well, there we go. Sorted. But of course now I don't know where my boat is, so now I have to log out and log back in again to find out where it actually is so I can get back in it. I'm almost home, by the way. So yeah, I only raided one of the 3 villages I spotted. Didn't really get much more there, you see. It wasn't there, it's actually over there. Awful, terrible coding of boats, and it took them, in my recollection, it took them a long time to fix that as well. I think we were well into the high teens by the time they fixed boat collision and self-destruction, because, you know, even when they stopped the boats breaking, they still had all of the same issues with hitting things that were not actually there. Like, oh, and squid appear to have, you know, massive hitboxes, so that was great as well. We're here. We're going to just whiz up this way to here, and then we'll go there. So we're nearly home. Next time I see you, we'll be home. Alright, we are back home. We have our Shrooms. I need 4 of those, I believe, and then we'll put the other 4... Oh, good grief. Where? Where do I put the other 4? Well, what we'll do for starters, we'll get that. I think I may be... Oh, you can't get that. Okay, we'll get that though. That's new. I think you've got that. You've got that one. I think I've scanned everything else in there. What I actually need is a source of aurum. Oh, let me go and do... Already done it. Let me go and do the head. So I don't think I did that. Let me have a look. Oh, I did. Okay. Fine. Didn't do those though. That's surprising. Maybe I should actually just go around and scan a few things, because there's definitely stuff here. I'm going to guess that those don't. That's already there. Obviously we've done all of this kind of stuff, and this is all done. This has been here for so long, it's definitely going to be scanned. And that one. But the advanced chemical reactor is all shiny new, as is the advanced fermenter, mixer, centrifuge, and brewery. Might as well get those aspects because they're going to be important. Now I'm going to guess, oh no, I haven't done a basic fermenter. This is, I think, when you're concentrating on purely on tech, it's, oh, I think I've got a cat wants to go out. When you're concentrating purely on tech, you can very rapidly forget to do the actual scanning of the items, and you end up with a kind of a backlog of things that you haven't scanned. That's alright, that's done. We haven't done the electric furnace. Yeah, it's surprising. What about fire bricks? Good grief, I've not even done those. So potentially I've not even bothered doing the actual controller block. Wow, there's a lot of scanning that I've not done, isn't there? I suppose we could have a look at the cables are not being forthcoming, but that's hardly surprising. These have all been done. Okay, we're almost good. Let's just autoclave. You've all been done. That's all been done. That's been done. Let's just check. Can't believe I'd not done a hopper. So they're all done. It's surprising just how much I've not scanned. Hatch, Cooper nickel coil. It's not going to give me anything, is it? Input hatch. Yeah, that's all pretty much done. Anything else I've missed then? Anything big? Really, I'd not done the steam stuff. I'd done some of it. Clearly not done all of it. There's the item translocator. I suppose we should have a look on the roof, just to ensure that we're okay. Let me have that ready. Oh, hang on. I don't think that'll scan. Colour me surprised. This can be a bit risky, so yeah, I'm surprised that I've not done a lot of this stuff. Genuinely. They're not going to scan. Yeah, I think we're probably about done. They all seem to be sorted. That's not going to play. Yeah, I think that kind of almost finishes off. Now none of this is giving me the stuff that I actually need, which is aurum. But still, you know, that's the thing. Right, let us have a look at this thing with the VC Shrooms. Really do need to get some space. Let me take that. Now, if I remember rightly, if I use you in a forge hammer, I get ambers. So we'll whack you through. Because one of the quests we need is amber. This one. And we need it for... There is a quest line. But anyway, I'm fairly certain there was a quest line. There you go, where'd I put that amber? And also, that gives us space to put those Shrooms in. Lovely. Right, let's get rid of you. I'm going to have some chicken gumbo for breakfast. And we can get rid of you. We need to know primal shrooms. I need to do the research for those. Now, the thing I struggle with is this bit about combining aspects. How do I combine aspects? Research, deconstruction, research. Nah. I wonder if that can make. Ooh. Deconstruction table into their component aspects until only the primal aspects. During this process, much knowledge is lost, and the best is a single piece of primal knowledge. For example, iron, metallum will be simplified into terra and ordo, only one of which will have a chance of being discovered. Okay, that's not going to help me at all then, is it? Research, thermometer. We do all that, yes, we do that. Occasionally examining something will reveal insights. Once you've gathered some research points, you can attempt to you should see. It's this combination bit where I want to think you can start combining aspects into by simply dragging and dropping or right clicking while dragging the aspect over another. If successful, you see at the bottom right, and it should appear in area 3, which is area 3. Oh, there, okay. So if I just want Precantatio and air, there's, oh, okay. Today I learned something. I need 6. To go for, let's have a look. Thormic bases, primal shrooms. Beg your pardon. These V shrooms are bugging comatose. Wow, what are they? Why are there so many in the magical forest, and there weren't that many, and what are you useful for? You think it seems like those V shrooms are without just huge storage of aspect. Oh, Jesus, those plants. So Messis and Pedisho. Well, Messis, that's going to be 2 Messis. We're going to have a little bit of Fames, but that's your 4. So we'll have 4 Fames there, and Pedisho. So I'm fairly certain that is Pedisho and Terra, but you lose a lot in translation. I've got Pedisho times 2, that's 4, so that would do me one of them. What is a good source of Perditio? This is the one thing I do struggle with, is getting the, because look at that, that's like mental. Ash, let's have a look at ash. Perditio, permutatio. Okay, let's go back. I need something which is as simple as possible, the lowest level that it can possibly be, and to avoid, you know, making too much pollution. It would be really nice if there was a way to see this. If anybody knows of a way, do please let me know. I've got Perditio in. I mean, I've got a lot of Perditio infused stone. Why is that not stacking? And I've got quite a lot of entropy shards, but that, yeah, not really, is it? I really need to get to the point where I can just get what I need and crystallize it out. The crystallization thingy, hoofer, what's my jig? Gravel is terror, not going to help. That's still just stone. A lot of this doesn't even appear to have any aspect. I'm just going to have a hunt around and try and find the best source of Perditio, but I suspect it will be cobblestone, and we'll just have to deal with the mess. Because that's... yeah, none of this is Perditio. I mean, that's got 4 messes, so that would actually, a hoe would be better than wheat, because that would give me the 4 with only 2 waste, wouldn't it? At least we're kind of being a little bit cleaner. So still need Perditio. Carbon? No. Carbon. Maybe, actually. Have they even been scanned? That's got too much. Okay. Oh, I should have brought the thing with me, shouldn't I? That would have made sense. Oh, ashes. So 1, 2, that's 4. 1, 2, that's 8. So that is actually really clean. Okay, I'm happy with that. That is a happy jaunty. Okay, let's make some Shrooms, shall we? This is probably going to be about as far as we get today, I suspect. There were other things, but we'll pick those up next episode. This took a bit longer than originally anticipated. Just a bloody hot thing. Okay. Well, I could drop that down and miffle that into the floor. That would mean, but I think I actually need to start thinking about a magical base anyway. I just don't know how big to make it, because I've got no idea. I mean, obviously I know how big thing is. So what we're going to do is we are going to drop in those, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Damn it. And I can't even see what's in there, can I? I don't think, until I get my goggles. Did I cock up there? I think I did. I've got 2, which is a start, but can you see what's in there? No. So I'm going to need all of that cleverness to try and be 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's 8. I'm going to need 2 messes. So those are 2 messes each. And I'm going to need 2 more V-Shrooms. Thankfully I did bring spares. Damn it. Alright, let me just do half and 1 and that. Then let me do half and 1 and that. And then we've got primal shrooms and that. That's going to make a mess, a whole mess. Right, let me go and have a look at what we got then, shall we? That's not what I needed. What I needed was this and this. We got that, which gives me the amber, Nitor and loot bag, claim and back. That takes us to light it up. We need an arcane lamp, creates additional light sources within a sphere of radius 16 centered on it. This will include the caves. Artifice arcane lamp. Okay, I'd like to research that one. That will give me these. A pumpkin and 4 tiny piles of stone dust, a perfect combo. Okay, maybe they were, but I also found carbon. When they're fully grown, you can break them. You do need to be holding a 1 to collect it though. Right, stupid question. Can I sew them on crop sticks? Behaving itself so far. Famous last words. Actually, we'll do one there, and we'll take that. Can you? No. Oh yeah, I was doing rape for crops, wasn't I? That's right. So we can get another cross crop going at the very least. Something was angry. And then we can start crossing these at once I've got one more. Actually, I could probably do it with that. Okay. Yeah, this is where this is what I didn't want to happen. Starting with the sludge, but doesn't matter. We'll sort it. That's growing. I'll probably get that onto some double speed soil. Speaking of which, just mop up some of this goo. There's still aspects in there, so it could still splurge out goo. And yeah, so we have also got that, which we can claim more V-Shroom on Nether Wart. So I could set up a V-Shroom farm quite easily. I'll have a look at the pumpkin one to see whether that is a better thing. But yeah, we just want to. So that's on my list. We got quite a few bits and pieces on my list of things that I'd like to do. I'd like to do that, but it's RNG based, as pointed out, and we've also got that there. So let's get rid of you. We've got a few bits and pieces to work at, and well, let's try this as a shot, shall we? There we go. We've got an episode name for this one as well then. Probably get me demonetized, but you know, who knows? Oh, pretty. They grow quick, don't they? Why is that one grown so fast and this one not? That's interesting. Also, just stop already. Right, that appears to be aspect free now. So yeah, a few magical quests, big old journey out, and I think my wand is full, so there's not much point to actually getting excited about that. There's a couple of magical novice bags there, which I think I'm going to open actually, just because we can. I better also in a moment let out that monstrous little moggy. No, he's not, he's gorgeous, but he is being a pain. He does want to go out. We've got some niter, which is nice. We've got a little bit of that. That's not a reward. Let's just see what we got. Block of gold and some coal. Well, I'll take a peanut butter and jelly. I've not eaten that recently. Failed to see how that was. I don't even know what I got there. What did I get? No idea. Trees, they're rubbish. We get those all the time. Arcane oh, hello. Well, we'll take that. Let me just go and put some of the saplings away. Feathers, yeah, not brilliant. And bars and a whole bunch of fire shards, which, to be honest, the shards are really nice actually. Oh, that bloody visual glitch on that one. I don't know what causes it. I just know that it's there and it's annoying. A bit of put the stuff away. Feathers. Nether warts. Going to struggle with that night or and that. So anyway, let's just go and get this last quest. We can forget that then, can't we? I didn't flag it either, did I? No, but I did get magic wax and a hungry chest. Cool. And some more Dark Wizard coins, which I'm not entirely sure what I can use those for. What we got? We can buy these fruit. Oh, you're kidding me. I bet I couldn't until I got them actually, if I'm being brutally honest. But yeah. Alright, magic wax, that sounds like a bee thing. I've had to expand my bees over here. Hungry chest, those there, that will. Greedy chest and a hungry. Oh, which was the difference? I can't remember now. I'm gonna have to have a look at those. Anyway, yes, as previously mentioned, I am going to be out of the country for a while, for 10 days, and yeah, I'll be back. In the meantime, there will be a holiday episode series thing going on there, and oh, we can scan that, can't we? Yeah, you see, all these good things we can scan. I bet I can scan you as well. Yes, we can. Lovely. Magic wax, maybe? Yeah, I got a little bit. Oh, that's actually Pedisho and Auto. That's handy. But you can't be scanned, can you? You see, that's how you do it. You suggest that it can't be scanned, and then it. So you can do the proven frame, but not the impregnated frame. How bizarre! And an untreated frame. I've already done all of these, I believe. I really do need to. Well, I don't need to get into bees, but. You know, bees and stuff are in the future. So there is. Apologies if the traffic noises are a little loud. It's a warm unseasonably warm spring here in the UK, and I've had to open my window a bit. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.